Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways to do Christmas tree ribbon. Guys, to do these hacks, all you are going to need are some pipe cleaners, some scissors, and ribbon of your choice. So for this first look, we're going to do what's called a waterfall technique. So I'm going to take the end of my ribbon, I'm going to pinch it together, and I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to tie that around and attach this into my tree. Pipe cleaners make things so much easier when you're doing Christmas decorating. You can use the pipe cleaners to do your garlands, to do your tree, to do your wreaths, and even to hang ornaments. These are my very favorite Christmas hack. So first we're going to start by attaching this up at the top of the tree. So one of the top branches, and you guys, I'm a little short, so I'm standing on a chair right here. I didn't want to go, it was really cold outside, and I didn't want to go outside to the shed to grab the step ladder, but in all sincerity, you probably should use a step ladder and not a fluffy chair. So all I'm going to do is I'm taking this pipe cleaner and I'm making pinch points, and I'm going straight down the tree. So you can see that I've made one pinch point and I gave it a little slack, and then I attach that in with a pipe cleaner to a branch, directly to a branch. And you can see here that I am giving it a little bit of slack, and I'm tying my pipe cleaner around, and I'm attaching this into the tree by twisting the pipe cleaner into the branch. And that holds really, really well and becomes a very sturdy tree. So I have a cat, and if you guys know anything about cats, you know that they love the Christmas trees, and she doesn't really mess with it too much, but on the off chance that she would knock into this tree, I really like my things to be secure. Okay, and so now I'm going to show you on the second row exactly how to do it with 2. So I'm putting one ribbon on top of another, and it's this gorgeous plaid on top of this burlappy linen, and I absolutely love the combination. And I'm just pinching and twisting with a pipe cleaner to secure it. So these guys are now together, and I'm going to use them almost exactly the way I did the first row. So I'm attaching this up at the top of a branch, and I'm just using that pipe cleaner to twist it in. I'm going down about 18 inches. I am creating a pinch point and securing that pinch point with this pipe cleaner. Then I'm going to give it a little bit of slack and make kind of a poofy, like a little bit of a poof, I guess. And I'm then using the pipe cleaner to attach into a branch of the tree. Now I have a nice tree, and the branches are pretty stiff, but if you have kind of a cheaper tree, sometimes that's awesome because you can use the branches themselves instead of the pipe cleaners. So that's also an option if you have a tree with like a little bit of a flexible branch. Now, as you can see, I'm going to just go down this tree exactly the same way I did the first row. And then the only thing I'm doing is that I'm taking the plaid ribbon and I'm putting it one side to the other. So you can see I have the plaid ribbon going down the left side and then the right, and then the left side and then the right. And I'm just doing that by pulling apart those ribbons and kind of making another little bit of a poof. So that's really, really simple. Down at the bottom, all I'm doing is I'm cutting my ribbon, and I am making sure that it is well attached with the pipe cleaner and not leaving too much of a tail. Whatever you leave at the bottom really isn't going to be noticeable as long as it kind of curls up under the branch. Now I'm just finishing this off by doing my third row over here, and I'm not doing the back. Comment down below if you do the back of your tree. I never do. For this next look, I am going to be using this beautiful cardinal ribbon. I absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous. But what I'm going to be doing is this, I'm calling a candy cane stripe effect. So I'm not going straight down. I am taking this and I'm attaching it at the top, and then I am coming down at a angle. So that way I'm getting this really nice diagonal kind of candy cane stripe. Especially with this red and white ribbon, it really gives me candy cane vibes. So I'm just gonna do almost the exact same technique as that waterfall, but we're just keeping it at that angle. All the way down the tree, we're gonna keep it at an angle. And you'll notice that I go and I do the last piece and then I do the top piece. I really think that this comes out with a really elegant look. I really think that this is gonna be pretty if you did this with maybe a pretty gold mesh or a pretty red mesh, almost as like a second ribbon. So you do the mesh first and then you put your ribbon over the mesh. That would be stunning, absolutely stunning. And I did want to do a little bit of that mesh in this video, but then I didn't want to make it too complicated. I was like, oh, we're gonna stick to ribbon. So that's what we did here, guys. We just went down all the way down the tree with that same ribbon. Now, I will say that this particular ribbon, and if you use a ribbon like this where it has a design, make sure that your design is going the right way. So I had done this on another tree at my aunt's house, and we wound up having to take down some of the ribbon and reapplying it the opposite way because I had put the picture where it was like a really pretty Christmas tree ribbon, but the Christmas trees were going sideways instead of the right way. So just make sure that you put your little birds or whatever is on your ribbon going the correct way so you can see that pretty picture. So here I am speeding this process up for you. Guys, ribbon takes time, and that's, I think, why people don't want to do it. It's a little bit of a tedious process, but look at how gorgeous it is when it's finished. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. Now, I'm using white pipe cleaners for these DIYs because they really blend in well to that tree. But if you had a green tree, don't forget that you can always use a green pipe cleaner. Now here I'm showing you how to make a very simple bow. Guys, this could not be any easier. We are taking that ribbon, we are looping it over on itself, and we are cutting that away, leaving some tails. Then we're taking a pipe cleaner and we are pinching the center and using the pipe cleaner to cinch everything together. And don't worry if you didn't see that because I'm gonna do it again. So here is my ribbon. You wanna take a length of ribbon that's appropriate to the size of bow you want. So for this one, it's about 18 inches. So I'm just finding my center point and I'm gonna pinch that in. There we go, and you can see that I'm just putting one side over the other, so we've just made a little loop, and then you can adjust, right? So you can make this a little bit bigger or smaller. And then once I pinch this in, check it out. It is the perfect little bow. This would look great on top of Christmas presents. I do this a lot, and then also in the center of wreaths. I think these are the most beautiful little simple bow. Now, I'm just taking this and I am twisting this and attaching this. And then I thought, let's really zhuzh up this single line ribbon that we've done here. And in some of the pinch points that I've created, I'm going to set several more of these bows. This color combo is so pretty. This linen looks so gorgeous on this light colored tree. And there we go. You can see that I'm kind of just adding them in where it looks right. You want it to be really, really just balanced and evened out and spaced out well. And you don't want to have too many all in one section. And here's what it looks like when it's finished with the bows added in. I really think that this made this stand out so beautifully. I'm loving the way that this came out, and I might actually wind up doing this for my tree this year. Now I'm gonna take some more of this plaid ribbon. I'm gonna show you a hack for if you are running out of ribbon. So let's say you open up your Christmas boxes from last year and all you have is one roll of this pretty ribbon. Oh my gosh, okay, what are we gonna do? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut those into about 6, 7, maybe inch sections. So I'm gonna take that whole strand of ribbon that I had and cut it out. And I think I'm gonna come out with about 8 or 10 maybe, little pieces of this ribbon. Now, once I get this ribbon cut out, I'm gonna dovetail my ends, but you finish your ends however you want. One of the keys to having really nice looking things is to finish the ends, guys. It's so important. So I dovetailed by just cutting a little triangle out of the middle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch this ribbon in half, and I'm going to use a pipe cleaner to cinch it down. And I'm almost creating like a little bit of a pick with this. Now, this is great ribbon because it has a wire, but it is a little stiff. So I really had to play with this to get it in the shape that I want. So this technique is actually called a bow tie. So you've created a little bow tie to go right into your tree. And don't be fooled. It actually makes a big statement when you get it on there. Unfortunately, you're going to see in this video that this color ribbon on camera doesn't translate as well on my flocked tree, which is a little sad, but that's okay. Especially in person, it looks gorgeous. And I'll show you a close-up when we get to the end of this, and you'll really see exactly what it looks like. But here it's starting to blend in with that tree a little too much. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Next time I'll use some red ribbon or something really brightly colored. Maybe some pretty gold ribbon. All I'm going to do is I'm going to do that several more times with the rest of the pieces that I've made. So I'm just pinching it in the middle and using my pipe cleaner to cinch it down and attach it. And then I'm bending it forward so that it has a little bit more shape to it. So I'm just, again, evenly spreading this out into the tree and making sure that it looks really balanced and maybe not symmetrical, but really, really well spaced out. So once I get those in there, you can see little bits of them popping out here and there, and I'm pointing them out for you, but they look so gorgeous. Now I decided to take some of those bows that I used for the last one, and I'm putting those in here with these to show you what it would look like if you had another color of ribbon in with that. So you can see that this took hardly any ribbon to make that so beautiful and such a statement on this tree. And there you go. You can see some of that plaid ribbon a little better up close. How gorgeous is this, guys? Oh my gosh. I loved this. I've done this several times. This looks really good on small trees too. So if you have like a small tree that you want to decorate in your bathroom or maybe in your bedroom, this is a great way to go without using a whole lot of ribbon. But guys, these are my 3 hacks for doing ribbons. So we have the waterfall technique, we have the candy cane technique, and we have the bow tie technique. Which one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video.